Welcome back to InstaBulls, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Countdown. I'm going to be going over our weekly watch list as we do every Sunday on the top 7 stocks that I'm going to be looking for this week and this month as possible breakouts. I'm going to show you guys an exact analysis on how I'm going to be playing to each one of these. So let's jump right into this one. So the first one I want to go over with you guys here is SPCE. Now, Virgin Galactic had a successful launch with their flight on Saturday, and they could potentially have a breakout. We were talking about this one on Saturday as a potential run-up going into that news on Friday, and it sure enough did. Now, we're looking for this breakout going into the news as we didn't expect them to have a successful launch as they previously did have a sell-off because they did not have a successful launch, but now they have, and we could potentially see a breakout. Now, I would want SPCE to break over $22 to show us more bullish momentum. We are sitting around 21.30. Wants to break over this little sell-off point that we did see. So I wanted to break over 21.58, at least into $22 to show us more bullish momentum. Now, SPCE, we definitely have it on the watch for a possible breakout going into tomorrow. So definitely keep this one on the watch going into tomorrow. Now, the next one I want to go over with you guys is ETON. ETON does have news expected to be approved with a drug on Saturday. This drug is going to help treat a rare pediatric disease that's also going to be sold to Azurity Pharmaceutical. ETON is going to own royalties to this drug, so it's going to potentially give them more sales going into the next year. This is huge news for ETON. If they do get this drug approval on Saturday, they could have a potential breakout going into new highs here at 10.26. So if you want to play a conservative play here at this double top that we did see, that is also why we had a huge sell-off and why I wanted to break over 10.26 ultimately for that breakout that we're looking for. Or if you guys are trying to buy the rumor and sell the news, you guys can, in my opinion, I would be entering around $9, at least breaking over $9 to show us that bullish momentum. Now we do see the 20 trying to bounce off the 50, showing us that it could potentially give us a run up going to this. But again, we wanted to break over $9 and over 10.26 ultimately for that breakout, as it would be new highs at that point. And again, we did have a huge sell off at that point, so we wanted to break over 10.26 ultimately. But again, that $9 mark would be very key for running into that potential news going into Saturday. So again, ETON also definitely on the watch. Now, the next one I'll go over is BBIG, as BBIG did end the day with 22 million volume. On average, they have 5 million. So we see this huge consolidation play, which I'm going to show you guys another play that's very similar to this. And this one's a little more developed than the one I'm going to show you after this. So BBIG, you can see that we have been consolidating for quite a while. We have a scoop and rip. We did get rejected a little earlier than we did here. And we do have a scoop and rip again. Now, I do like the consolidation we have had. So we could definitely see a potential breakout going into this huge candle wick that we're trying to break into. If we can break into this candle wick, we would be coming up to around $9. But ultimately, I wanted to break over $4.84 if we are trying to enter this at these levels. Now, BBIG, we did mention on Thursday as a potential break going into Friday, and it did break out. Now we're looking for a possible continuation. Now we are trying to break over this $3.94 mark, breaking above this $4.84 mark. This would be our key resistance as we did get rejected, and it would be breaking into new highs. The reason why I want to wait for it to break over 484 is because I don't want it to get rejected early like it did previously to its previous rejection point. So I wanted to break above this rejection point to give us more momentum going into tomorrow and possibly this week. So again, BBIG definitely on the watch. Be careful with this one as it has been coming up quite a bit. And so again, BBIG only on the watch till we do get confirmation above that 484 mark. But it was a nice play going into Friday, as we did mention it on Thursday. But the next one I'll go over with you guys is PDSB. Now, PDSB has 8.9 million volume that they did end with on Friday, and on average, they have 4.5 million. Now, the reason why I'm going to go over this one is because they did break the rejection points that we were looking to break, and it also did hold up when the market was selling off. I was watching it on Friday, and it looks like we could potentially see a continuation here. We do have a lot of volume coming in. We see the EMA lines holding above the MACD here, showing us that this is almost exactly what we want to see on any breakout. The 20 breaking above the 50, breaking new highs here. Again, PDSB definitely on the watch, but however, we have a very key resistance that we did get rejected at 854. So we do want it to break new highs at least going into tomorrow. But however, it was holding up, like I said, while the market was selling off on Friday. So PDSB should definitely on the watch. I've been watching out for this one. We saw this as a potential breakout Thursday going into Friday, and it sure enough shows that it could potentially break out going into Monday. So PDSB, stay on the watch in my opinion. Now, the next one I want to go over that was very similar to BBIG that I want to go over that had a lot of consolidation, but isn't as developed was GBR. Now, GBR is an energy play. I believe that energy is starting to get a lot of more volume recently. So we had a huge breakout here that you can see all the way up to around $30. And then we had a huge sell-off, and it looks like we are consolidating. We've been consolidating for quite a while. We did mention it when it did spike at this point. Now we are consolidating again. It looks like we might just have another run up. Ultimately, we want to break over $6, in my opinion. We are going to set that alert for $6. If it does not break over $6, then we may come down and test these points where we were previously around $2. But ultimately, for this one, I want us to break over $6. I know we're sitting at $4.27, but GBR moves super quick when they do break out. You can see we have one-day breaks that go up about 30 to 40% almost every single time. So if this one does break above $6, it could definitely break above that and definitely break into this candle wick at some point. This is more developed, like I said, than BBIG. You can see here, we'll go back to BBIG so you guys can see that it is a lot less developed than BBIG, but however, it's exactly what we're looking for before it breaks out. So again, BBIG is on the watch, but GBR also on the watch, as it is very similar consolidation. And we're waiting for that break again at $6. So again, GBR definitely on the watch going into the next week or next month. And again, the next one to go over here is TRCH, another energy play. Like GBR, we do see consolidation. We have seen that we have been breaking new highs here, and it looks like we did break new highs again here. After this double top here, it looks like we did have a nice bounce off the 20 MA, showing that we might test this 245 mark. This is a very key resistance at 245, as we did get sold off at this point. We did break out. We can see we had a huge sell-off when we broke down below this point as well. We had a nice bounce play at this point. We had a huge breakout at this point, and we also got rejected previously at this point multiple times. So again, 250 is very key for this stock. TRCH needs to break over 250, and we could potentially see a nice play going into TRCH. So TRCH to definitely stay on the watch going into this week. Now, the last one I wanted to go over is my long play, CCIV. Now, we mentioned this one since 1850 the other day. We have been seeing a little bit more of a run. Now, we're going to be watching this one for the next few weeks, as Lucid Motors has been announcing on social media that they are going to possibly be changing their ticker symbol soon. And if that does happen, we could potentially see a ton of huge investors coming into this one, and potentially a huge volume spike on this one. And if that does happen, based on the consolidation we have been having, I wouldn't be surprised if we did come up and test this 33 mark, and then we did get rejected from there, and potentially even continue to break out from there, because again, in my opinion, Lucid Motors very, very bullish on the long run. This is one of my favorite long plays. If it does dip and it does sell off at any point in time, I would love to buy more. But again, CCIV, very bullish. I'm holding this one long, and I'm also going to be scalping this one if it does break above our 2362 mark that we're looking for here. As we did get rejected multiple times here, and we did have a sell-off. You can see we had a bounce play at this point. We also broke out multiple times at this point, just like we did see on TRCH. But again, these are the 7 stocks that we're going to be looking out for this week and this month. This is how I'm going to be playing to each one of these. And I hope you guys have enjoyed our Sunday night countdown. We do this every single Sunday. And if you guys are looking for breakouts throughout the day on volume or price alerts, any news alerts, we do that on instabulls.com. So definitely check out instabulls.com if you guys are looking for those scout plays throughout the day. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help other people find it, and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.